Good evening and thank you for choosing KTAB News. I'm Joni McKinnon.
And I'm Bob Bartlett. A bill is set to be heard tomorrow morning at the state capitol in Austin. And that bill in a Texas House of Representatives committee sparking criticism from some small business owners across the state.
KTAB's Ashley Ibarra speaking with an Abilene bookstore owner who says this bill could lead to censorship and legal challenges for bookstores in Texas.
These are some of my favorites, and some I think that surprise people when they come and see the Diary of Anne Frank.
Inside 7-in-1 Books in Abilene, you can find a banned book section.
Grew up in South Africa in a time when all of our information was censored. That was not a healthy situation.
While owner Arlene Castleman has always been outspoken about book bans and why preserving history is important.
My grandmother was Polish Jew, and so it's very significant to me that these stories of atrocities are told.
Castleman shares there is legislation set to be heard by a Texas House committee that is concerning for bookstore owners called House Bill 1375.
With this bill, people can, I believe, self-define what harmless is, because the bill is saying that legal action can be taken against a bookstore that would sell harmful material to a minor. It's already illegal to put things in the hands of a minor that would be harmful to them.
House Bill 1375 lets people sue if they're hurt by obscene or harmful content, especially if it's shown to kids. Businesses can be held responsible if they help spread that kind of content, and the law makes it easier for people to win those lawsuits. Texas Freedom to Read It Project co-founder Ann Russi says while her organization has known of book bans for minors in public schools and libraries, this legislation is different as it targets private businesses.
For example, walk into a bookstore and if the child picks up a book that the parent decides they have a problem with, they could kind of raise a frivolous claim of like, oh, that book is harmful to minors under this law.
Resident Ryan Goodwin says while he supports book bans to protect minors, he believes this bill will not make it to the House.
My opinion, I don't see a co-sponsor on this bill, and it seems to still be in committee, so it hasn't touched the House floor yet. And so I don't see it making it to the House floor, but we could be surprised, and it could. It's still vague in some areas.
But Castleman says this is more than just book bans, but censorship and limiting education.
Potentially changes the culture because we no longer can learn from history. When children are not able to read historical accounts like the Diary of Anne Frank, they don't have that thing awakened in them that says, wait a minute, we can't let this happen.
Legislation she and other bookstore owners across Texas will keep an eye on. In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Ashley Ibarra, KTAB News.
Thank you, Ashley. Castleman adding that small businesses barely make a profit. So with even the threat of lawsuits, it could push small stores into debt or even to close.